Welcome, my people. You are now tuned in to the Connected Reloaded, and I am your host, CELOAFFECT. And in today's episode, we're going to be discussing dreams, goals, and our desires. How to make this a reality, and what do we have to do in order to take action and really manifest this into this world, and knowing that there is a method to the madness when you manifest. It's just not wanting something or desiring something and thinking it's gonna come to you. There's work that has to be put in. So we're gonna learn all about that in this episode. Stay tuned. Let's go. All of us have dreams. Everyone has aspirations and goals and certain things that they would love to experience in this world, in this lifetime. In the beginning, being clear on this, what is it that your heart is drawn towards? That you would do even if no one was paying you, that you just do it in the comfort of your own home or out in the world because you love it. That is your higher self talking to you. That right there is a message. And too many of us don't tap into this. We don't listen to that inner intuition and follow what it is that our heart is pulling us towards. Then it gets difficult because life takes over. You get in a relationship, you have kids, and then before you know it, time goes by. But there is always time to connect back to your source of what you desire. You need to write this down. Be the creator of your life, the script writer of this very day, in this very moment, for the future you. What is it that you want to experience? What is it that you want your family to experience? Now once we have that written down, and go crazy, write as many things as you can down. The bigger the better, the crazier the better. Don't get too crazy, but just put it down. Then we take the one that we're drawn towards the most, or the one that we feel we can accomplish, and we work towards that. We meditate on that. There are meditations where you visualize. There's different ways of meditating. So in this form of practice, we visualize with our imagination. What would that person, that future me, how would he be living? How would she be living? What car would she be driving? What house would she be unlocking with her key? Or maybe she has a card for a key or a handprint. You really picture that in your mind's eye and in your imagination. Feel those emotions. Another way of making this happen and attract is because you start to feel those emotions, picturing it like it's a movie and feeling those emotions. The brain doesn't know the difference between real or fake. That's why when you go to see a movie in the theaters or whatever it is, you feel those emotions. Whether it be a thriller, a horror film, or a love film, or whatever it is, just suspense, you actually feel those emotions as if you were really there. There's no difference. We meditate on what it is that we want to create in this movie that we are in called life, the life of whoever you are watching this right now. This is the life of Marcelo CELOAFFECT. However, you also must put the work in. When we talk about manifesting, it got messed up over the years. And people think that if you say manifesting, that it's just you think about it and hopes and dreams that it's going to come to you. No, that's fantasy world. A part of it is in deep meditation, connecting with your fourth dimensional self. And yes, that is part of it. Like, you've already achieved it. You're already there. To act like the future you would in the now. And in the meantime, we create that. Going to the gym, doing your breathing exercises, meditation, really being disciplined with our diet. All this is key. That amount of, again, discipline, consistency, it compounds over time. But you cannot just sit there and think it's going to come to you without you taking action or putting any type of effort or work in. I always give the analogy that manifestation, and sometimes people think about it like this. It's almost as if you're sitting in your garage or in your living room or whatever, and you need to mop or sweep the floor. And somebody that thinks of manifestation just as if it's just going to come to them, it's similar to having the mop and the broom on the floor and everything is dirty and the work needs to get done, but you just think it's going to do it on itself. No, you will manifest a clean house, but you have to pick up that mop. You got to sweep that floor and put that work in. Put that work in. That's the only way. It's the only way. Also, educating ourselves on becoming the best version of oneself. Diet is super essential, is super important. And most people seem to not care. We live on a standard American diet, the SAD diet. And most people, especially my people in the kidney community and on dialysis, are malnourished. So if you want to manifest good health and you want to feel better and not feel like you're just drained out of your mind, if that's a goal, if that's a dream of yours, then there you go. Now we have to put the work in to manifest that, to make that happen. Work with different people because we don't know everything. I don't know everything, but I take the time to learn, research, and apply. First, be clear on what it is that we want to experience, and then slowly taking one step after the other in that direction. These last few years for me have been so productive and so magical, how everything has been unfolding because of these different esoteric practices that I break into my life and just keeping up with my rituals, with my regimen and my routines. For me, analysis is not easy, so I had to figure things out on my own. It's not just like I could find somebody, if there was a mentor for me to figure out what I figured out. I have more than 2 decades of knowledge and education and experience that it was either life or death. And many times I almost didn't make it. It's important that we become serious. Time is moving and doesn't stop for anyone. And for me, in 2019, I was recovering one of the most devastating blows that I endured in my life. And I've been through some stuff. But it was the time that my intestines exploded on my mother's birthday. They perforated, and I had to have an ostomy bag for 3 months, and just all this happened to me. Then 2020 came, and I was recovering. I was able to get that removed, and I was doing better. I was turning around and everything. And then the pandemic hit. Everybody fell into chaos. And everybody was losing their minds because of quarantine. But for me, I felt like I've been quarantined all my life. So I thrived in this period. I had my goals in mind, written down, of becoming a certified kidney health and wellness coach and working with different organizations. And I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew that it was going to happen. And I also had dreams of, big dreams of speaking in front of people and sharing my story. I knew everything that I experienced was for a reason. And I can and I will. I just gotta put the work in. I took everything that I went through in life and I used it as fuel. I used it as my passion. I followed my passion, and that's what all this is about. Knowing your dreams, having those passions, and going for it before it's too late. Because all of us have a finite amount of time, and we have to get on course if this is what is so for this lifetime. So just know that your passions, your dreams, that sensation you get in your heart and in your being, that's what I love. That's what I love to do. No matter if I'm all alone on an island, like that music or whatever it is, whatever your thing is, it's what I love to do. That's what it is. Keep it in your mind's eye. Write it down. Be clear. Focus. Meditate. At least 2-3 times a day on this. Feel those feelings consciously, with mindfulness, and take action. Take action and put that work in. Taking action and putting that work in requires that overriding of the system to do it. Go. You know what you need to do. Fix your diet maybe a little bit. Get out there and exercise. Get a gym membership or do some exercises at home. And then get yourself into uncomfortable situations, because that's how we grow. Attend public speaking, attend an improv class or a comedy class, or go out and do comedy. There's no rules. Just do it. What is it that gives you that highest passion, highest excitement? Follow that and do that without insistence on what the outcome is. Shout out to Bashar. So if this message reached you and hit you, hey, jump. It's time to jump, baby. With all the love of my heart, I appreciate you for tuning in. This is The Connected Reloaded, and I am CELOAFFECT, and we are in full effect. So stay tuned for the next topic and next episode. If you guys have any thoughts, questions, or even some ideas on what to talk about, drop it down below. Make sure to show some love to the channel. Follow, like, subscribe. We here. And also tune in to iHeartRadio, WDRB Media. You can get all the information at CELOAFFECT.com. Thank you so much. Till next time. Much love.